Hey YouTube, it's Watachi again. I'm doing this video on something that I've been thinking about a lot. And you sit here and I've been watching on the news and some of these debates. We got 20 clowns on the Democratic side running for a Democratic nomination, and out of them 20 damn people, there ain't one of them on that stage worth their weight in salt. Because I'm promising you right now, if you vote for any one of them, that you're going to get the same thing you get out of the Republican side. They're going to tell you what you want to fucking hear, and then when they get into office, it's who's ever greasing their palms the most. Now, I know a lot of you don't think that happens. I know you think the world of our government and everything, but let me just put it to you like this. AOC, and I know all of you know who I'm talking about. She was a bartender. Let's say she was an absolutely top-of-the-line bartender making $50,000 a year, including all of her tips and everything. $50,000. She got herself elected as a congresswoman. She, from the point of walking into the Congress office that she now holds, she jumped up more than 3 times what she was used to making. $174,000, I think it is what they pay them Congress people. Now, so she did a big jump just by becoming congresswoman. In her first year now, in the first year of her being there, now she was being paid $174,000 a year. That means for her job that she was voted in to do, she made $174,000 in that year. At the end of her first year, she was worth $1.4 million. Now let that sink in. She was making $174,000 a year for being a congresswoman, for doing that job. Now, at the end of that first year, she not only made her $174,000, she was worth $1.4 million. That's almost $1.5 million she was worth after the first year. People, if that don't just show you the facts right there. Now, who's greasing her palms? The far leftists, the socialists. That's who's greasing her palms right now. And those is the longer she's in, the more money she'll make. That's the way this shit works. So, they're all these damn Democrats that are running, they're all, I'm sorry, people, but they're all full of shit. They're all full of shit. The Republicans are full of fucking shit. Neither one of them going to do anything that's going to better this country. And the only thing they could do to better this country is give control back to we the people. Other than that, ain't nothing they can do that I figure is going to better this country. So, because that's the way that it's supposed to be. We're supposed to have the control of this country. And I'll tell you right now, I'm a firm believer in the Constitution and the Bible. And between the Bible and my Constitution, I have enough laws on me that I don't need 1,000 people sitting in Washington, D.C. deciding every day what new law they're going to start. Or hell, they don't even take much of them down. Every now and then you hear they end a law that they started, but you don't even hear that very often. So they just keep racking up more and more laws on us. Well, I would say about 75% or 70% of the laws that they have on us does nothing. They're put in place for nothing more than to extort more money out of the taxpayers of this country. That's the only reason they're there. They were put in place for no other reason, like a fishing license, like a hunting license, any kind of a license to put your boat in the water, a license to go camping somewhere, a license. I mean, everything. You got a tax, a license, or something that on everything. Everything. If you want to drive down the road, you got to have a license. You got to have 2 licenses, one on you and one on the car. You know, and it's gotten so ridiculous that we don't even know what kind of money they are actually making. We don't know, and we don't have a clue where the money's going. So I don't know, people. It's such this whole thing is just such a joke that it just blows my mind to think that it's reality. And I'm almost tempted to say it's not. I'm almost tempted to say all of this is a horse and pony show. This whole DC crap that is called our government today. It's all such a horse and pony show that I just don't. There's no way this shit can be real. You know, the shit that's going on there. There's no way this could be real. It's beyond me. And these people, and it don't matter who it is, Trump or who it is, they get on in front of cameras and say shit that, oh my God, these are the people in control of our country. And a lot of them are in control of the world. You know, the Bushes have a big stake in the world control, that's for sure. Rothschild, Rockefellers, you know, all them families got big stakes in world control. But I was listening to CNN for just a little while because I always got to turn it on, hear what the enemy's doing. But I was listening to it, and they start talking about some little girl, Mexican girl, or no, they were from Honduras. And somehow the little girl got to the United States. I don't know if she was born here or whatever, but her dad was not here. He was still stuck in Honduras. But something happened. He's tried to get up here and get into the United States several times. He's crossed the border illegal 3 times and has been sent back. But because he's crossed the border 3 times, he's having a hard time even getting any reason to get into the country. So, they stopped him again from being allowed to come into the United States. Well, his daughter decided she was going to kill herself, and she hung herself. And I think they found her before she actually died, but she did end up dying. And now they want to blame that on Trump because he's stopping people coming over the border. They want to blame it on, anybody that don't believe that we should just be overrun by anybody that wants to come here. And these are people who, anybody should be allowed to come here. But the minute you offer them, okay, well, we've got so-and-so and his 2 kids and his wife, they need a place to stay. Well, you guys put them up, see to it that they need whatever they need, they have, and do your part for all. Oh, no, they don't want to do that. But by God, they'll get out here and bitch and moan and say that we all should pay for it and that we shouldn't even have a choice, Well, people, I'm going to say this again. That's a democracy. That's how a democracy works, is a majority rules. Well, we aren't a democracy, and we have never been a democracy since the founding fathers. We are a republic. We're governed by laws and not everybody else's laws. It's the Constitution. So, I don't know. I've jumped all over here. I'm just going to end this rant by saying if we don't have the Constitution, and if the Constitution isn't in place, which it is in place, but it's not for us anymore because we're considered corporations. So it doesn't work for us. But if we ever take the want to get this country back, we've got to start with that. All right? May God bless us all out there, people. And you better do a lot of praying, because we're going to need his blessing to get out of this one. May God bless y'all, and y'all have a nice day.